Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my 5-week postpartum update. I don't know why they put it for 5 weeks, but that's when they decided to schedule it instead of 6 weeks, which I know usually you have it 6 to 8 weeks after you give birth. So I went to my appointment today, and the doctor, since he wasn't there for the delivery, because it's either you have whoever's on call from your doctor's office or you have whoever is working at the hospital that day or night deliver your baby, and I just had whatever doctor was working that night deliver my baby. So he read over the birth report, I guess they send to your doctor, and so he was asking me about what happened, how I ended up with a C-section, and he was telling me how they put in the report how my baby was facing up instead of down, which would have been a harder birth for me, and it said about his heart rate, because his heart rate kept dropping when I was waiting to be fully dilated, and I only made it to 7 centimeters before they were like, no, we need to take the baby now, just to make sure that he's okay. And so yeah, so he just read over that, and then after that he checked my incision, and he said it looked great, and it does. You can barely tell it's there, and obviously I can't show you guys because it's pretty low. Very, very low. And yeah, it just looks like a little crease, like a normal crease on your body, and you have to look hard to be like, oh, that's a C-section incision. And so I was really happy that it healed so nicely, because I've seen people, my mom, when she had 2 C-sections, and her scar is huge, and it's in the opposite direction, because back then I guess they didn't really care what it looked like, but now they make it so you can't even tell it's there. So I'm really happy about that, but it's not like anybody's going to see my scar anyways, because I don't wear bikinis or anything in the summertime. And then after he looked at my scar, he did a quick internal exam, since I'm still healing. You don't want to be all messing with me while I'm still healing. So after he checked me internally, we just went over about how I was feeling, and which I'm feeling great. It still feels weird near my incision, it's kind of numb still above it, and sometimes I feel like my incision is hurting me, but I'm not sure. So I know I'm not fully healed yet this quickly, but I'm making a lot of progress. And the bleeding that you get after you have a baby, I think mine's almost done, because I only wear panty liners during the day, and I only have to change it maybe twice, because it's not I'm bleeding all day. It just comes here and there, maybe twice a day I'll bleed, and then I just change my panty liner right afterwards. And I always heard that it was just going to be this terrible bleeding for weeks, but it really hasn't been that bad. After the first week and maybe the first 2 weeks, it tapered off really quickly. So those were the only symptoms I'm still having. Is it still feels like it hurts sometimes, and I feel numb, and the bleeding still occurs. He told me I can't have sex for 8 weeks, which I thought it was 6 weeks, but he told me 8 weeks, so I'll go with the 8 weeks. It's fine with me. Oh, and then I was weighed when I first got there, and I actually only weighed 122. That was that's less than what I was before I got pregnant. Like 2 pounds less, which I was shocked by, because I feel thin, but not like way thinner than I had been. And I think it's all the breastfeeding, because I exclusively breastfeed my son, and if I'm not breastfeeding him, he's drinking pumped milk out of a bottle. And so I think that's where all my calories are going. That's why I lost all the weight. But I was pretty much all baby. The whole pregnancy, everybody was going, oh, you're all baby, because I really was. Like, my arms didn't look any bigger, and my legs looked the same. And, like, my feet didn't start swelling until, like, a couple weeks before I had him. And that was because it was middle of summer. And so they only swelled, like, if I walked around a lot or if I was outside for long periods of time in the heat, then they would swell up. But other than that, I had, like, no swelling. And I didn't have any extra weight gain on, like, my arms or my legs. And at my last doctor's appointment before I had the baby, which was a Monday, I had the doctor's appointment, and I had my baby Friday morning, I had only gained 14 pounds the whole pregnancy. So, no more 14 pounds, and then some. So I'm happy about that, because I was worried, like, I thought I was gonna still be pretty heavy, not working out and stuff. But yeah, the breastfeeding is definitely, like, help with that, and I'm happy about it, because honestly, I don't work out, and I know I've always needed to, because I am overweight, like, not by a ton, but I am overweight for my height, because I'm only 4'11", and I'm supposed to be only like 110 or something, and I'm 122 now. So I still have some weight to go. So my BMI will drop, because I have a high BMI at this weight. And so yeah. So once I get all clear to, like, exercise, I forgot to even ask him about exercising. But I don't think he brought it up because he knew I didn't exercise ever. I didn't exercise before I got pregnant, and I didn't exercise during the pregnancy. So I probably won't exercise much after the pregnancy, but we'll see. I think I'll, like, go on, like, an elliptical more often, because we have an elliptical and we have weights. So I might lift weights, because that's what my husband likes to do, likes to lift weights. And then the last thing we talked about at this appointment was birth control. He just asked me what I wanted instead of him trying to push stuff on me. And I said, I think I'm going to go with the mini pill, because they said that's, like, everything I read seems like that's the good route to go while you're breastfeeding, because it's not going to affect your supply, because it's only progesterone. And I said, yeah, I think I'm more comfortable with that, because I'm not a fan of taking pills, because I was always really bad at taking them when I did take them. I switched to using NuvaRing. I love NuvaRing because you put it in and you don't have to worry about it for a whole month, and then you switch it out. But yeah, NuvaRing's not recommended either when you're breastfeeding. But he told me that if I want to switch it later, I can, because he said birth control shouldn't affect your supply once you've built it up and it's been steady for months, you know, like I'm only a month into breastfeeding, so that's why I don't feel comfortable trying to use regular birth control yet, because yeah, I don't want my supply to go down yet. Like, I'll be fine if it starts to go down, you know, closer to a year, because yeah, I'm fine with him not breastfeeding past a year. But I do want to get, like, this first year of life with my breast milk, since it's very healthy for him. And so I go back to the doctor in October, the very end of October, for my annual exam. And then I can discuss if I want to switch to a regular birth control or not. Because I'm really not into, well, not into, but I really am not comfortable with doing the Mirena and all the, or Paragard, because I mean that's a foreign object in your body for a long period of time, and you always hear about the side effects, or it moving, or implanting into your uterus somewhere, and I'm not comfortable with that happening, or the possibility of it happening. So I'm gonna stick with the mini pill for now, and I know it's still a chance I could get pregnant on it, but as long as I take it within 2 hours every day of always taking it, I should be good to go. So I'm gonna try and see how that goes. If not, yeah, my husband's gonna be mad at me if we end up with another kid, but I doubt we will, because I mean it took us 4 years to conceive our son. Yeah, 4 years of trying. I was off birth control for 4 years and nothing happened until now. So yeah, that's why I doubt like I just pop up pregnant so easily a second time around, unless my hormones have changed like totally and they're like, come on, let's have a baby, you know. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I guess I can show you what my stomach looks like now, because it's not flat, but it wasn't flat before I had my baby, so it's not gonna be flat now, but it still looks pretty good. Like everyone that's seen me since I had my baby were like, it doesn't even look like you were just pregnant. So I'm like, I'm really, you know, happy about that. But anyways, here it is. As you can see, it's pretty flat. I haven't done anything to make it this flat, but I consider it pretty flat, even though, yeah, it is still sticking out. Yep. Anyways, that'd be great if you liked my video and left a comment. Let me know you were here. And please subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.